All right, so when it comes to scheduling your YouTube videos, I always make sure that the video is completely uploaded, and then I put it in unlisted mode. Once you put it in unlisted mode, it's went through all of its processing. I then come back, and then that's when I get into the scheduling. So you can schedule from two different places. So you can schedule from here by hitting the drop down arrow and then clicking schedule, or you can go in here, right? So this is typically what I do. I click on it, and then once I go in here, I then scroll over here. And you can see we got this little chart, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute, but I'm gonna just go ahead and show you how to schedule it, and then we're gonna talk about that after. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and move me out the way because I know I'm probably gonna end up being in the way. All right, so what we're gonna do first is we're gonna go ahead and click right here on the drop down arrow where it say unlisted, and then right here it says schedule. So we're gonna click on schedule, and then right here we're gonna adjust the time. So I already know, what the time and the day, which is going to be best for to release to my audience, right? So the date that I ended up seeing based on the data is going to be on the 15th of September. And then I'm going to go ahead and set this to 10 a.m., which is what I saw based off the data. And we're going to look at that in a minute. So another thing that you could do that a lot of people don't even know you could do is you can actually go in here instead of just using, every 15 minutes like YouTube does. So you see how it's 10 a.m., 10:15, 10:30, 10:45. So I could actually just come in here like this. And let's say I want to release, 5 minutes prior to 11, right? Then I can come in here like this and I can say, okay, 10:55. So let me erase these two zeros and then put 10:55. And then I'll just go ahead and hit done and it'll release at that time, right? Just a little little hack I'll show you real quick. I don't know if we call it a hack, but it's something that, most people don't know that they can do. All right, so I'm gonna just go ahead and set this back to 10 a.m. And then you can see we got premieres down here as well. You could test that out if you want. I've done a little bit of experiments. Some do well, some don't tend to do well, right? I think it just, matters what type of content it is. And then I'm gonna go ahead and adjust my time zone real quick and just put it on local time. And then from here, I'm gonna just go ahead and hit done. All right, so now before I hit save, because this is actually going to be a video that releases on that day, if you look right here, we got this tool, right? Now, obviously, this may not be in your back office if you don't have access to vidIQ. Now, vidIQ is an extension, and I'll leave a link down below in the description. You can actually use it, and what it does is it gives you a range of times that's going to be best based off of AI, right? Now, as you can see right here, overall, the best times for me is anywhere between 9 and 11 o'clock based off of my audience, right? Which would work for me. Now you can actually go through here and you can say, okay, what about Mondays? So you see Mondays is kind of crazy there. And then on Tuesdays between 6 and 12, but based off of the peak times, we're talking about 9 to 11. And then as we keep going through, you can see it starts to change based on the week. Oh, that's kind of interesting. So on Saturdays, it says between pretty much 9 to 12. That would actually also be a good time for me to release. Maybe something like a live stream or something like that. But that is kind of interesting. And then if we go back to the overall, then it just shows pretty much how it looks for me overall. So since this is actually a video that I'm actually going to schedule, let me go ahead and hit save. Now, once you hit save, it's going to go through the process. And then when we go back down here, you can see it says scheduled and we good to go. So hopefully this video was helpful. And if it was, definitely go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Also, drop me a comment down below, letting me know any additional questions that you have. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Peace.